We are back in the building for round 2 of Meloetta takes on the world, and it's looking pretty good in this matchup. Truth be told, the Terra Fairy Calm Mind is almost inevitable. If I can get rid of that Gambino, even if I don't get rid of it, I might be able to sweep him with it. Because just the natural typing of it as is does well versus everything except Gambit. And Jugulis to a certain extent, but you'll see what I mean as far as my lack of fair in that department. Zone is good versus Special Valiance. It also has an additional. It's useful versus the Greninja as well in case it tries to ban battle bond upon me. Tusk is actually very dangerous in and of itself as well. I'm surprised by that. Slow grow is decent depending on what he's packing. The Future Sight's useful. Future Sight in conjunction with maybe Zone. Moltres is inevitable. Outside of Grin, Grin and Glamora. This is an interesting situation. Because Glamora most likely can't touch my zone, but at the same time, if it can, I'm in a bind. So since I have both Tusk and Moltres, I'm going to commit to the Tusk lead to Sash Break into Spin. I could have EQ'd first, truth be told. It's just probably better. But I didn't want to risk a Rogue. So Earthquake there would have been better because I could have Earthquaked in a Rapid Spin. Versus, because I was like, oh, the Rogue Terra Ghost. But Terra Ghost here would actually be useful. So that was actually not even the wise decision. So here, Iron Jugulis would come in. I don't think he's going to switch actually, but the issue is that if I don't knock him out here, all this would have been for naught. So that's why I should have Earthquake first. So good. Didn't think critically before I clicked. I didn't critically think through every possibility. And now, I'm being punished for it. So let's say he goes for Energy Ball. Definitely has rocks. Question is it Sludge Wave or Earth Power? Is the other move. Risk versus reward. Me getting up rocks. Do I need rocks? No. I do think he's staying in because it's his ladder. But I should have EQ'd first. EQ first would mean no T-Spikes would be up right now. Though he can't really stop the T-Spikes unless he goes to something like, okay, say Ostrogren. If he Ice Beams, kudos. Shurikens as I expected. And he is Life Orb. So this is actually phenomenal positioning. I do need to get rid of these T-Spikes though. But the question now becomes, okay, what am I, okay. So his initial switch-ins would be Jugulis, Jugulis from a stab resistance standpoint, Gambit. And so it's like, okay, well, what do I need to do to win this game? Glamora is gone. He got the T-Spikes up, which is my fault. Tusk is still alive to be able to spin, but he can only spin versus this Gambit. So what we're going to do is you turn first. Valiant. Figured Valiant was an option, but I wasn't 100 on that. This is tricky because if the Valiant is mixed, or if it's Thunderbolt packing, it puts me in an awkward spot because what I didn't want to do is go Magnezone. Let's say it is special. I'll Flamethrower here. So it's knockoff, which means it's likely physical. This is wonderful because it allows me to taunt. It's just I just learned something new. I didn't know taunt was okay. Psychic. See what I'm talking about? Those were meaningful moments just now. Like him doing all the shit he just did mattered a lot. Now I don't necessarily need to not be poisoned on Meloetta, but it's better, right? So Jugulis, and if I don't, well, Moltres is gonna be there for the Gambit. something I didn't factor in was how problematic the moth is, the iron moth, uh, from just a typing standpoint. So Slowbro needs to be kept at the utmost. Scarlet needs to be kept at the taunt. That whole Gambit Valiant set was really tricky. What do I do here? So this is a tough one, but I have to give up my Tusk. He does Hurricane, which means, so that doesn't surprise me. If I can get the spin off, so he shows Fire Blast, which is actually good to know, because I know he doesn't have Earth Power. He has Fire Blast as his last move. I could Terra Water. I don't think I'll one-shot him though, and then I'll be poisonable. If I Terra, the moth becomes troublesome, especially if it Terras. But Meloetta's bulk is gonna be good versus the moth. So what we're gonna do is just Thunderbolt here, Fire Blast. We're gonna Terra Thunderbolt. If I don't knock him out, I do knock him out. I'm actually very surprised by that. This is phenomenal positioning for zone, just from a typing standpoint as well. So that's wonderful. I didn't think I'd one-shot him, because I don't have a ton of special attack investment, but I guess I forget how non-bulky Jugulis is. So it's a big moment. Moltres should shut down all variants of Gambit. You can't go Grin, so I'm probably forced to Moth in, which is ideal. And since I'm AV, okay, so I get Gambit in, which is blessed. So I'm gonna body press. I run a lot of speed on this. He's fallen 3. Oh wow, that crit mattered. Yeah, that crit mattered a lot. I wouldn't have killed him. Gambit being gone would have been big, but the crit mattered. No question about it. There we go. So now we just go to Moltres to get off this Brave Bird and force it to, is it special attack or speed? Okay, speed is better for me because now at the very least mellow it, because what I need to make sure is that he gets +2. That's not good. Did he already Terra? He gets +2, which isn't good. Because he hasn't Terra'd yet, and if it's Terra Fairy, because he has a lot of bulk shit. Brave Bird did less than I expected. Let's trust that Zone can if it's Giga Drain, or what, this doesn't get Giga Drain. Volt Switch, shit. It's Terra Grass. Oh boy. Oh shit. Okay, so I gotta well, he caught me with this set just now, because now I lose. Terra Grass. What could I have done there? Well, I couldn't have predicted Terra Grass substitute. But yeah, so I can't beat it because Meloetta can't go through the substitute. But that's a great example of what we were talking about, where there's the surprise factor of a thing can completely shift a game, right? The Valiant. Now, the downside of things like that is once they work once, if I run into that guy again, because I know he doesn't have the surprise factor, which is why typically when you're building a ladder team, you want to ensure that the set can perform across multiple games. If it's too dialed in, then it loses its power once the gimmick wears off the first time. Yeah, Taunt, Knockoff, Psychic, and Sub Giga Drain. I mean, it looks like a fun team though. But yeah, I don't regret any decision. I was trying to scout out as many things as I possibly could in terms of like what I just realized this. Way better stuff coming out soon. But yeah, no regrets in that game. So what did I gather from that? Walking Wake is an issue. If I can get him to mindlessly sack his Samurai, that would be blessed. Probably can sweep him with Mellow, but I doubt he's gonna do that. Not too much that guards against my Scarlet offensively, truth be told. Zone is useful with the potential Terra. Tusk cannot be guarded against in any capacity. Slowbro, he might actually go Samurai, truth be told. Yeah, he might. This might be Scarfed, in which case, similarly to I think yesterday's video, I'm not going to give too much credit to anything. We're just going to do detail. Now he's a lot bulkier of a Samurai than the last person. I didn't expect a hard walking way. But he's a lot bulkier of a Samurai than the last guy. Draco would punish me heavily. Don't like going zone here, but you know, specs. Okay, it is specs. Which means staring down his Tusk doesn't matter. What's the alternative? His Tusk is his rocker. If I get that damage on him, because what's it looking like right now? Miarskara is gonna clap them cheeks. I know Tusk coming in, that's decent damage. That's actually a lot of fucking damage. Slowbro's core purpose. If he knocks off, that's actually not bad because it helps me with his Valiant if it's physical. Thinking about all the possible angles, because the Samurai seems to be slow based on how much it took from U-turn and very bulky, which is gonna help my my Meloetta later on. So the question is, let's say I future sight here, because I figured Samurai would come in. Let me think. Mindless, Ceaseless Edge versus I wouldn't die. Samurai would die and get punished. Actually, if this doesn't kill, okay, it does. So the future sight's lingering, which forces in Goldengo. There's a couple ways we can go about this. Moltres is too important. Moltres is my Valiant, my best Valiant. Assurance. So I wouldn't risk getting tricked or shadow balled. Do I even need this Slowbro any longer? It's useful. If I'm Miarskara is crazy. That's never the play. He's one of them bulky Goldengos. Do I want to go to Valiant? I'm gonna go to my weakest link. I'm not gonna sack the zone. Yeah, I figured he might make it rain. I couldn't risk the Miarskara. So 21%, that doesn't give me a lot of insight. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna anticipate the not gonna care about the great test. Say Walking Wakes, which I don't mind. I technically could catch the Walking Wake here and kill him by tearing, but that's a wild decision. Flamethrower makes a lot more sense. Draco Meteor did 36, so you will never Draco. He'll likely Hydro Steam or Flamethrower straight up. So let's weakest link Slowbro at mid ground to see which one he does. So he does Draco, okay. I don't agree with the Draco, but he used it. So now he's in a bind because there's nothing that's switching in on this. Fine Knock. Does that get me the most value? Or Flower Trick? See, Spikes gets me more value. See, Ops for Great Tusk. I could kill this. Probably not Terra my Meloetta, truth be told. If I kill this, he's Tusk susceptible after a rapid spin. Would I Terra anything else? Probably not. Let's kill this shit. Oh, he fucking lived. But I'm now overgrow range, which means this shit is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. He's max defense, so he goes Goldengo. Then he's Scarf for sure. Like, that did way too much. Shadow Ball. So it gives me the mellow with us. So he has 2 dead mons. I don't know if he saw my video. I'll substitute first. I mean, I guess he couldn't be. He might not be choiced. I'm assuming he's choiced. But why would he go? So the fact that he went Walking Wake does imply that he saw my video, because you never hard switch to Walking Wake there. I'll take more damage from Calm Minding. So did I Terra? Yeah, I did Terra. He hasn't Terra'd yet though. So I guess his Valiant could be something that could mess me up. Says Fairy. Okay. Which means my Moltres Flamethrower should do him in. Is that a Scarf? Probably Garg coming in, but if he switches out, he loses. Yeah, because Overgrow boosted, plus the fucking Great Tusk. But Overgrow boosted. So now I just hard Tusk. The reason is because if it's Curse, Garg, or Iron Defense, Scarlet doesn't care. But so he just rocks here in case he switches out. Yeah, if he's Curse, Garg, what we want to do, we'll spin 2 and have him kill my my Moltres. So I'll just Flamethrower spam until Scarlet's Flower Trick does enough. Yeah, but Terrabras boosted Flower Trick never cares. Yeah, but it was an interesting GG. It was an interesting situation with that fucking Walking Wake, you know. And that last game was also interesting because I'm like, man, I swear I had the dude. I tried to play in a way where no matter what he did. But as I said, you know, had I not allowed him to even have the T-spikes up, that wouldn't even been a game. So I think this is the same guy, but he changed his team. He changed it to backs. I don't remember what was on there last time. However, this is a great example of what we said unless he changed some of his sets, because he got clapped after this game. That's why his points are only 18 something. I think him getting me would have put him in the 1900s. So whatever you had before he changed to Excalibur, he knows some of my sets, so he's gonna have to play differently. Tusk is a bitch for him. We still Tusk. This time we EQ in a rapid spin. The last time we made a mistake, he didn't want to. Yeah, unless this is Terra Ghost, which I'll force the Terra early. So that's the sequence. You see, we learned from the last situation, right? So okay, well, my big mistake last time was that, and now he Fire Blaster, sure. My Moltres is too important though. So what I could do is go mellow at a by Terra Mellow. Do I Terra Mellow at a him being Terra Fairy would help a lot. Stone not being Terra'd would mean what? Yeah, I'll Terra Meloetta to kill this. The Hurricane's actually expected Fire Blast. So Dark Pulse comes out here. We'll just Terra Fairy knockoff. Did not expect knockoff. And if he goes hard Gomorrah, I'll just go hard Great Tusk. I do have to be mindful, but Moltres is going to be key. It's Moltres plus slow, bro. Now that I see what his Valiant is, he may go for Energy Ball, but Miarscarada will just kill him. Yeah. Well, Now I have to be concerned. Actually, Flower Trick doesn't make contact. Oh, what? Fuck. Been trying to avoid the T-spikes. Though they don't matter in this game, but still. I never found out if this had CC. Because the last time the Iron Moth, the issue is that I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the Moth. Like, he has to get a lot of luck to get anything done with the Moth. So I have to position. So he goes for knockoff, which means he probably can't touch my Magnezone outside of knockoff. So Moonblast, if he has CC, he wouldn't kill me. Yeah, figured. And that's big because the Moltres, from what I saw, it was sub. I mean, it could have a third move. I don't know what the third move is. It could be Dazzling Gleam, as he goes for the Balloon Gambit. Surprised he went Gambit, considering I showed that I'm gonna body press the shit out of you. Katao's, which is wise. Would I live Katao? Doesn't matter. So my best player is to just Volt Switch, go Moltres and Will-O-Wisp, because what I need is Moltres to be positioned for success. Roost in case he switches or does some dumb shit. I should keep Kataoing. Okay, 21%. Katao. If I go to Slowbro, no, I go Meowscar out of here, force him to Katao, because I need to have him fainted on the turn that my Moltres is in. I guess the backs could be like Banded Glaive Rush. So let's go Slowbro first. Forces Iron Moth, and I get to Future Sight. Could be if he Terra Grasses, then he's Moltresable. But he's shown me Terra Grass before. I would die, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't think I would. So he subs first. So they say Terra Grass is here. He needs to kill my Slowbro. But if I can't break his sub. So I'd have to Moltres Terra Waters. Oh shit, the fuck is what I'm talking about? This fucker changed his shit. Oh my god, no. Okay. This is who the fuck I'm talking about? Fucker changed his shit, and now I can't beat this shit. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't. I'm really weak to Iron Moth though. Outside of the Meloetta. This motherfucker changed his shit to Terra Water, Terra Blast. So whatever he got clapped with last time, he's like, okay, I'm just gonna change it. So obviously we're playing the game with the expectation of staring down. So let's see, what could I do here? Let me think. It's Sludge Wave, that's not good. Yeah. So I lose now. I wasn't sure what his other move. So he completely changed it. I knew it didn't have the grass move anymore. I just didn't know what the moveset was. So Terra Water. Wow. It's kind of funny. So we're gonna grab. Let's grab. Time for one more. Let me see. 24 minutes. I'll grab one more. Let's grab a last one. But yeah, The motherfucker changed the set. But even that said, what I could have done, no. He just made the risk and it paid off. Because I'm gonna say versus his Glamora, I'd hard switch to Tusk. But one of my blind spots was the fact that I didn't have anything to outspeed the Glamora after that. I needed to outspeed it and kill it with a special move. But then it dawned on me that I thought Flower Trick, because it wasn't contact, wouldn't activate the poison thing, and that was big because Meloetta. So next time I need to prioritize getting rid of or trying to keep up the T spikes in a way that, I mean, my Tusk was slower than everything on this team except Bax, and that's ice shardable. So it's hard, man. That's a hard Toxic Spikes plus Iron Moth plus Jugulus is gonna be a tough, which is almost never gonna happen, but you know, it's gonna be a tough situation, so I have to be mindful of. But yeah, this one is a lot more simplistic. I'm cool to see the Arcanine Hisui. Meloetta is okay. It's not amazing, but it's solid. I'm very ground weak team. Let me see if I force the Terra Ice, force him to kill Miarascarada. Miarascarada is really good, but his mindless rot, as I said, this could be Scarf. I keep playing with my life like it's Scarf, but I'm expecting people to play with brains, but they never do. They never do. So here comes what's likely, what? Air Balloon Dingo. Gotta be Air Balloon Dingo on this team. I think with the Razor Shell I wouldn't die. Okay, so he just... I don't think Aqua... fuck, he got the drop. Aqua Jet might kill me. If it kills me, so be it. I'll go Miarascarada. Puts me in a position of power. But I got a lot of that. I'm surprised he was just gonna sack the Samurott, but not at the same time, because as I said, Samurott, something people play fairly mindlessly. You turned there because I don't want the Gambit matchup yet, and if he, what could he have gone to? I guess Gambit wouldn't have been bad. I could just U-turn, catch the Gambino. But one spike is nothing to me. Nothing like that. If it's... If I go Tusk... I like Tusk. Forces Shandy Shocks. Cause I wanted to see what his item was. So it is Booster. Earth Power plus Terra Blast would kill me. Slowbro is key for the majority of his team. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll Miarascarada because I should live 2. I don't live 2. Okay. Alright, very well then. I'll give the Tusk up. I thought I survived 2 of those, but I guess I shouldn't be shocked. I do want to have the Flower Trick boost. I mean the speed boost, though it does mean I can get Sucker Punch by Gambit, and Extreme Speeded. I just didn't know what the roll on that was, so I wanted to check it. I didn't want to hard switch to Meloetta. What this does is it forces him to switch out, in theory. Okay, so he goes Arcanine, which means blitzed into... Okay. It's gonna predict my Slowbro most likely in Head Smash, but it's not a 2-hit KO. Now we're staring down Sandy Shocks again, but he no longer has the boost. I could have doubled to Miarascarada there, but it's not worth the risk. I think at this point, Slowbro plus Moltres are inevitable. I just gotta play this wisely. Fucking gets a Para there. Para matters less because I wasn't gonna do anything. I get some good damage here. I get a crit back, which is blessed. So Dazzling Gleam on the odd chance he does some wild shit. Thunderbolts. Can't sack me Scarlet. I mean, he can't stack Sandy Shocks. I'm not confident Knock will kill. He does go Gambit. Would he Sucker Punch? If he does Sucker Punch, I'd lose. So what would I do if I were my opponent? I've shown U-turn. If I'm my opponent, I'd Katow hard or double switch back to Sandy Shocks. But if I U-turn, then it puts him in a bind. So what I'd do is I'd maybe double out to Arcanine and double to Magnezone. He could win. I just don't know how good of a player he is because I played his Samurott. So let's see. So he does Sucker Punch, which opens up the Samurott. I mean the Arcanine is coming in. They're gonna be fair in E-Speed. Golden goes what I expected. It is Balloon, I figured. Gotta play this right. Oh my fucking god, are people evolving? Why is this shit packing Thunderbolt? What the fuck? Like, that fucks everything up. Thunderbolt. What the fuck is that for? Samurott and Terra Water Guard. Man, that's whack as shit. That's whack as shit for me. Is he faster than me? I can't risk him being faster. This is too important. I can't risk him being faster. He loses his balloon, which is irrelevant. He does lose him on here. Flash Cannon here. He does go Shock. What? How did he? I'm fucked. If Shocks died there, I think I won. I lose now. I didn't think he won. Going to Shocks there is crazy because Arcanine can never get past Slow Bro. Gambit's gonna stroke. Can't come in on the zone itself. Gambit can't come in on the zone itself. What's it called? I suppose I wasn't gonna Terra anyway, so it is what it is. It's Terra Water here. The Earth powers. I'm glad I have Terra in hand. If I kill that there, I think I won guaranteed. Now his fucking Goldingo is a problem, but I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna pull this off now. Goldingo is a really big issue. Ideally goes to it here. Yeah. I don't think he can knock me out. Please. Oh my fucking god, Zone. I needed you to perform. Now he has to go to Gambit. Well, he might think, okay, I'll just Katow. If he stays in, so be it. Because if he sacks this, then he loses to if he sacks this, he could lose to my Moltres plus Slowbro combination. But as you saw, he sacked. Let's say Sandy Shocks didn't live with 1 motherfucking percent because he didn't know the role of the spread of my Magnezone. So I'm pretty sure that was like pure minimum. So let's say I knocked him out there. What would he have to go into next? He'd have to go back into either the Gambit, the Baxcalibur, which I can Terra, like check fucking mate. But I have to go for so he Terra'd. Terra isn't he's about to go for what? About to go for Thunderbolt or something. Yeah. And he can't win. He goes for Make It Rain. Okay. Okay. Bro is a wild guy. Is he slower than me though? Make It Rain did 30. Is he slower than me though? Because these bulky Goldengos be damn near no speed. So if I were my opponent, what would I do? I'd probably I don't think he has Shadow Ball. Then. So I Thunderbolt again. Say recovers. And I'd nasty plot / Thunderbolt here. Okay, so he doesn't have it. So it really comes down to whether or not this. So I'm Overgrow boosted Flower Trick. Based on how much it says, I can tell if he's definitely slower than my Moltres. There's no way. There's no way. Which sucks, because I could have killed him. Fuck. And it doesn't kill. Yo. So I could have put this boy in a pack. No. Yeah, I needed to knock him out there. If I did, I actually think I still won. Unless he doubled to Gambit on my Slowbro turn. But even then, maybe we could pull something off. So yeah, tough. L. Can't believe he went Arcanine there. If I roosted there, would I win? No, he doesn't need to switch. He won the game there. I don't know why he switched. He had no reason to switch there. He just goes Goldengo. It doesn't even matter what I do. Good Willow is there. That's the correct play. I'll go Moltres on the off chance. So he goes for Head Smash, which is correct. But none of this matters. None of this matters. Like, he always goes back to Goldengo. Thunderbolts. And then, unless the Baxcalibur for some reason is... I think he's going to recover here. Thunderbolts. Yeah. Wow, what a motherfucking game. Jeez, fucking, what's his name? Magnezone, I need you to kill the Sandy Shocks there. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying relearning this meta. There's so many things that are catching me off guard that I'm not expecting, and they're costing me the games. Which, as I said, I don't mind. It actually helps the team building process. And it also helps in terms of me projecting into the future, because I can't prepare for a problem I don't know exists. So, just like old times, we were going for #1 back in the early parts of the year. So I always say it's always best to just go in and play as many games as possible, because everything you can see in the future is based on the past, at least in Pokemon, right? For you to anticipate, which isn't prediction, it's just anticipation. In order to do so, you need to have seen it before. And so you can see how I'm getting punished in my games, because I'm facing stuff that I haven't seen before. And my range of solutions is like, for example, accounting for Goldengo not having Thunderbolt. So when it had it, I was like, oh, whoa. And so I had to reconstruct the entire thing. Or that Iron Moth that clapped me twice. He had something first time, then he changed it again. He changed it, and then it fucked me up the second time, because I was playing and assuming the first one. So it's like, now I have 2 bits of new pieces of data, so we can go in there. And that's the beauty of mines. That's why it can never fully be solved, right? Because hidden information is always there. And in a best of 1, sometimes that's all that's required to get that W. But yeah, I may use this Mellow with a team once again. I actually really enjoyed it, and I feel like it hasn't gotten... I may edit the team a bit, but at the same time, it's like, the things I lost to were very rogue things. So it's like, is it worth changing it? I don't know. But if you enjoyed, hit the like button down below. Hopefully you learned something. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.